water scarcity is one of the main issues facing the region in particular. And here to discuss how to overcome this, I'd like to welcome Khalid Tari, Director of Techniques and Engineering from Morocco's National Electricity Water Company. Welcome, Khalid.
Thanks, Mr. Chairman. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure to present for you the Moroccan experience about desalination as a sustainable solution for overcoming water scarcity. This presentation will be outlined as follows. After an introduction, I will give a glance about water strategy and regulation in Morocco, and we will move to desalination as a planning tool for overcoming water scarcity. And before concluding, I will give some relevant cases in arid area. Morocco is located in the north part of Africa, the closest point to Europe. It's about 700,000 square kilometers, 35 million of inhabitants, and with a Mediterranean climate. Some important cities: Rabat, the capital, Casablanca, Tangier, Fez, and Marrakesh. Morocco set up important main plans regarding energy, infrastructure, fishing, tourism, agriculture industry, housing, environment, without forgetting the human and social dimension. All these main plans needs water as a main vector for sustainable development. Concerning energy, an important dependency on thermal energy, of which 95% is imported. So you can imagine how burden is energy bill for the national economy. But we have an energy mix of thermal, hydraulic, and renewable energy, a huge program in terms of renewable energy, which is nowadays occupying about 34% of this mix, and we are expecting to increasing it to more than 50% by 2030. As far as water strategy and regulation in Morocco is concerned, our position, comparatively to other Mediterranean countries, is not good, because the rainfall is not important, especially during the last decade. So we have in the north more than 400 millimeter, and in the south less than 100 millimeter. So the potential of water resources in the country is about 22 billion cubic meter per year, of which 80 billion is surface water and 4 billion is groundwater. This quantity of water is not spread equally in space. In the north is more concentrated. Comparatively to the water demand, of which the volume of most of the volume goes to irrigation, we can confirm that we are nowadays in hydraulic stress. So Morocco has set up a law in 1995, and it has been updated in 2015 regarding many aspects: institutional planning, protection, and financial. Lastly, we have introduced a legal framework for desalination. This strategy focuses on water demand first, then managing the offer also. And it highlights the preservation and protection of water, reduction of vulnerability of natural resources against climate change, and with an important focus on upgrading information systems and also capacity building, which is important. So this strategy highlights the mobilization first of conventional water through the more than 130 dams and thousands of boreholes and many systems of transfer of water. It's not enough, so we need also secondly, the mobilization of non-conventional water with an important program of desalination, also wastewater treatment and reuse program, and in rural area, rainfall capture. Concerning desalination, our office, the National Office of Electricity and Drinking Water, has developed an important and solid know-how advancement through 40 years of experience and passing three main phases. The testing phase in order to look after the main and the suitable technology, which is reverse osmosis for the case of Morocco, and with then the phase of optimization regarding energy recovery, materials, membranes, and automatism. And nowadays, we are in the phase of mastering with expansion to large-scale units and using more important other kinds of intakes, namely open intakes, without forgetting environmental aspects. Some projects in the pipe, mainly in the south, in Zagora, Sidi Ifni, Laayoun, where we have the most important desalination unit, which will be expanded to 26,000 cubic meters a day. But not only in the south, also in the north, we are expecting to have, in 2 years, the first desalination unit in the north of the country, mainly in the Mediterranean Sea, with a capacity of 70,000 cubic meters a day for the providing Al Husima city. Some relevant cases in arid area. So in Dakhla, in the city of Dakhla, which is located in the south of the country, and with a population of 100,000 inhabitants, the main economic activities are nautical sports, fishing, and breeding. We have recently commissioned a treatment plant with a capacity of more than 70,000 cubic meters a day in December 2015. The particularity of this treatment plant that it is treating a complex raw water quality with many parameters exceeding drinkable water standards. Hydraulic sulfur, ammonium, iron, TDS, and so on. So we have designed a complex process to remove all these exceeded parameters through 3 units, 3 phases of treatment: physical and chemical treatment, biological treatment, and membrane treatment. Also in Tantan, which is a city of the south also, with a population of 70,000 inhabitants and main activities, breeding, fishing, and potential tourism, we have commissioned in 2014 the second desalination unit with a capacity of 9,000 cubic meters a day, which is connected to the national grid. But we are expecting in order to reduce the OPEX, mainly the energy cost, to connect it to renewable energy. Why renewable energy? Because Morocco enjoys an important potential of renewable energies. We have conducted with many countries a feasibility study that confirmed that it is feasible in the MENA region, and we are a specific study is in progress by ONI. And also for economical reasons, we can imagine that this technique should be used for not only production of drinking water, but also electricity and heat. As a conclusion, so yes, we can overcome water scarcity. Desalination could be a part of the solution, but we need for that a clear strategy with a clear vision, and also it must be strengthened by a solid regulation. We need to adapt the technology to the local context, also in order for a sustainable development of the natural resources, which are seawater and renewable energy. We need to invest on capacity buildings. Thank you very much. Any question?
Yes, desalination is an expensive water supply management option. My question is, before going for this option, have you tried all demand management option before starting on a very expensive option such as desalination?
Thanks for this question. As I mentioned in my presentation, we mobilized first the conventional resources. So it's surface water and aquifers. We try to protect our aquifers because for strategic reasons. But in the south parts of Morocco, there is no conventional water resources available. So the unique solution is desalination. We start with small units, and after many years, we have optimized this desalination plant, and we have gained on experience and know-how in that field. And now, in some other cities where the planning of the available resources show that there is no other way, desalination, thanks to all the evolution that have been gained in terms of reduction of OPEX and CAPEX, it becomes, comparatively to transfer of water, a competitive solution.
Thank you very much for that presentation, Khaled. I've got a question for you, quickly. Those pipeline projects, thank you. The pipeline projects you had up, are they going to be tendered as EPC projects, or are they going to be IWPPs, PPPs?
All these projects I have presented are EPC.
EPC,
but
okay.
we are open to PPP projects, and we are thinking for large capacities to go through this experience.
Okay. And what is the timeline for those projects? Have you got any dates you wish to move ahead with these projects?
As soon as possible.
As soon as possible.
Yes.
Okay, great. Thank you very much.